We are live.
That need to reinforce the anti-racism message, as painful and as pertinent, sadly, as it ever has been. So for now, little else matters. Arsenal can win this thing. A hot and cold, in and out, round the houses sort of a season. Has clear focus, an obvious point, a mission. It is an opportunity, this, for which they have travelled far and laboured long. And despite Slavia Prague's recent record in Britain, Steve, Arsenal have to fancy this.
Yes, they have to. They need a real positive performance this evening. Forget the league performances. I think all Arsenal fans want to forget the performance against Liverpool. Tonight's the night where they can go out, perform well, try and get a good lead to take away from home, but more importantly, get through to the semi-finals of this trophy. It's a wonderful trophy to try and win.
Well, that is the guy who has the perhaps most enviable task tonight. Cedric has to fill in for the absent Kieran Tierney, and Mikel Arteta has more or less articulated that there is no Tierney replacement. It's a big gap in his setup. Leaping, beaten through by Honesh, wearing 3 there. The centre-half tonight, who is playing entirely out of position because Slavia Prague have substantial issues in their back line. Suspension and injury.
He's taking offence at this from Arda. I don't know why. I fully expect Arsenal to be nice and aggressive, certainly early on in the game.
You see here that Andre Kolář, the goalkeeper for Slavia Prague, who went off against Rangers in the second leg of the last round after an horrendous clash with Kemar Roof, has been repaired to the extent that he can play this game, though he is masked. It's his first action since Ibrox. Olainka, who was a scorer at Ibrox. Bojil. Sima. Kolář. And a half years since Slavia Prague were last on this ground. You might have seen, if you were with us throughout our build-up, for what was a 7-0 Champions League hiding, courtesy of a couple of Theo Walcott goals, set Fabregas in his pomp, long before Jindřich Trubisovski took over. A player who's come through the ranks from very humble beginnings. They call him the Czech Klopp. Not sure who calls him the Czech Klopp, but somebody does.
Be his friends in the local bar call him the Czech Klopp. He's doing so well in that league. Well, they're very dominant, aren't they, in the Czech league, and he deserves a lot of credit. And actually, to get to where they are now, for beating Leicester and beating Rangers, they've done very, very well. Different test now, quarter-final level.
By holding back by Honesh. Sima competing. Olainka joining in. Sima again, poked away by Thomas Partey. By Honesh. Stabbed through for Sima. And that's Provod who's gone over Bearin. Referee had seen a previous offence. And it's an Arsenal free kick.
Yeah, he went for the first offence. He got something on it, I think it's here. This is where Bellerin brings him down, but he gave Granit Xhaka the benefit of the doubt previously.
Holding Lacazette. Stabbed through here into the path of Saka, who wanted just one more touch to try and get beyond Honesh. Honesh did what he needed to do.
Nice challenge by him, actually. I thought he was going to try and hit it first time on the half volley. As you said, Peter Hollis did his job, did it well.
Gilles, whose delivery from advanced left full-back has been key in offensive areas for Slavia Prague. Both of their full-backs are very front-footed. Dar on the right, Bojil on the left.
It's the goalkeeper, you can see.
Was a very nasty moment actually in a game that turned even nastier at the end, very sadly. But whilst there was sympathy for Kemar Roof chasing a bouncing ball and with his eye only on the ball, it was pretty undeniable that the challenge was a very, very dangerous one. Xhaka, Gabriel, Smith Rowe, good for Arsenal to have him back. Terrific engine, fast developing player for whom this competition the last 2 or 3 years has been such a career launch pad. This time last year he was locked down in Huddersfield. Now in a European quarter-final. Arsenal in a European quarter-final for the 3rd year in 4. By Cedric.
To everyone watching, hello, welcome. Update you on all of the football going on today.
There's the second one from the keeper. Right
Also, drop a like if you want me to update you on anything else or any of the football.
Distribution,
if it's not just Arsenal you're after, let me know what match,
it's been lacking.
and then I'll let you know the score.
Holding. Gabriel. Willian on his way. Willian, who was in the Chelsea team, which beat Slavia in the quarterfinals 2 years ago en route to Baku against Arsenal. He would be the first player ever to win the Europa League in the colours of 3 different clubs. Shakhtar, Chelsea, now potentially Arsenal as well. Strictly speaking, actually, Shakhtar's was the last UEFA Cup win. Provod. Pass gone beyond him from right back. Stanchu. Sima. Bojil outside of him. Stanchu. A read through a boot in, and Slavia Prague have a corner.
It was cheeky by Stanchu. He was just trying to chip it over the leg of Bellerin, but he got enough.
Drop a like if you actually want me to put the game up on the screen. I might be able to do that within the next 5 minutes, so then you'll be able to watch the game as I'm watching the game. But you guys listen to commentary for now. The link is below if you want to watch it as well.
Showing shorts. Stanchu and Dole against his own man, Ramada. Oscar Dole, a 22-year-old Liberian international. Saka. Nice ball, isn't it? Lucky. Weighted into the path of Lacazette.
He just had too much curl on it, didn't it? With his inside of his left foot, but it was really nice vision. Turns, opens his body up, sees where Lacazette's moving to, just curling away. The intent was nice.
Slavia Prague walking away with their domestic league. In the 34-game season, they have 9 games to play and they're 14 points clear of their city rivals, Sparta, whom they face actually at the weekend. That's the last anything like realistic chance Sparta have of reeling them in. Probably beyond them already. Here is Dorley, played by Holding. And because their domestic deeds are more or less done, truth be told, all of their eggs are in this basket. Haven't lost a league game all season. Indeed, they are 37 league games unbeaten, right back to March the 1st of last year, which is a new Czech record. They beat the record this weekend just gone, with a goalless away draw achieved despite the early dismissal of their young goalkeeper, most of it with 10 men. Three defeats have come away from home in Europe at Midtjylland in Champions League qualifying. Remember, Midtjylland went through and played Liverpool in the group stage. Matchday 1, Hapoel Beersheva, and matchday 6 at Bayer Leverkusen. Since when they are 20 games in all competitions without defeat. 2 of those games having come in Britain. Arteta gleaned his first European playing experience 20 years ago this spring with Paris Saint-Germain, a team with Anelka and Robert and Benabia. February, March 2001, he was in that PSG team which went out in the second group stage behind the excellent Deportivo team of that era.
They were excellent, weren't they? They're really struggling now, struggling to stay in existence at the moment. That brilliant depth side, fortunately for them.
Really, Steve, because coincidentally, Leeds this last weekend was celebrating 20 years since their famous quarter-final win against Deportivo.
Yeah.
Through by Saka, onto it, it's Bellerin, flicked out by Zima, helped on its way by Provod. Saka, Bellerin, Saka, Smith Rowe. Steps Thomas Partey to take it back off the boot of Ramada. Brilliant. Xhaka. Holding. Going to drag it with him. Provod with the clearance. Sima. He's a long-legged, swift mover over the ground. And his starting position was good. Arsenal's 16th major European quarter-final. They've won 9 of the first 15, including, of course, the last 2. 2018, at this point, they had a 4-1 home win in the first leg against CSKA Moscow.
It's a nice ball.
And here's Bar. It's Bar's cross just beyond Sima and nudged out to Provod, who gave that plenty.
Oh, he caught hold of it really nicely, didn't he? It was his ball that sent Bar free. Nice big switch of passes by Provod. Bar raiding down that right flank again. 1 touch, 2 touch. Nice cross in as well. Falls back to Provod. Just tries to control it by opening his left foot up and trying to just almost place it in. Just gets under it slightly.
He's got a tiny left foot, has Lucas Provod, who actually scored his first international goal over the course of the last fortnight against the world's best, Belgium. So that is one to chalk up, and he has laughed at his own expense because he scored it with his right foot. He came up actually with a very good left foot. He finished, didn't he, at Leicester in the game you saw. Half volley to the edge of the 6-yard box. Gabriel Smith Rowe's on his way. Route around Holesh. Quickly up into the air by Zima. Gathered in with comfort by Korash.
That's a positive run, isn't it, for the first time by Smith Rowe? A lot of onus is going to be on Holding and Gabriel. They look as if they're the free men, and unfortunately, they're the ones who are going to have to bring the ball forward and try and commit somebody in midfield and be the spare men. Gabriel put Smith Rowe in there.
Very from the Bojul, and after leaving it a heartbeat, the Swedish referee has given Arsenal their free kick.
Yeah, he gets his injury actually right after the event. He just stands on his foot. He's okay. For a second.
Holding. Saka. Gabriel. Shaka between the centre halves. Wedging one over the top, too much on it for Bukayo Saka.
Yeah, he needs more movement, doesn't he? And Shaka was on just to play it inside. I know he's not the most comfortable on the ball holding. Just has to try and limit his passes like that. That was just a bit too straight over the top. He's always going to run out. Do need a bit of patience tonight, Arsenal, because you can see the way they're defending Slavia Prague. They're nice and compacted, get behind the ball, are hard to break down.
Ojil. Anka. It's the throw. Anka, the Nigerian who produced fabulously adept near post flick header to score at Ibrox 3 weeks ago. Smith Rowe, Cedric got there. There's a bit of green grass ahead of him, and Willian ahead of him. Xhaka here alongside. Holding, starting in Europe for the first time this season. Played just 45 European minutes. The second half at Mulder in November. Smith Rowe. Gabriel. Cedric. Gabriel. Cedric. Too close to the keeper. Tough boots to fill, those of Kieran Tierney. Came on at half-time for the Scotsman, of course, against Liverpool. His last start was at right-back against Spurs in the middle of last month. Hasn't begun a game at left-back, Cedric Suarez, since doing so against Benfica in Rome, middle of February.
looking down. You don't really know what the plan is for Arsenal, do you? You see Willian ran on his own, tried to close them down. Then Xhaka went on his own and tried to close them down. Then they just played past them every single time. They either don't go or they all go.
Lacazette throughout all of that was curiously deep.
Yeah, really deep. He swung with Gabriel. Gabriel was up there. Maybe that might be the master plan by Mikel. We'll wait and see.
Here's Saka. He can make things happen. He can drive Virgil back here. Bukayo Saka flicked out by Barr. Further cleared by Dorley. Back in by Holding. Out comes Ramada.
It's easy to say, but they're the people you need to get on the ball, don't you? Smith Rowe, and certainly this side. Saka, he just waltzed past Beaujolais, he didn't have to do anything, didn't even have to drop a shoulder, just ran at him. He backed off into the penalty area, went right and got a nice cross in. For the Arsenal players, you need to feed it to them as soon as you can, get him one-on-one.
In each of the recent Europa League quarter-finals, Arsenal have played the first leg at home and have taken advantage of that. The 4-1 win against the CSK on April 2018. 2019, they beat Napoli here at this stage, 2-0, and put a marker down. Smith Rowe has left a marker on Stanchu.
It wasn't much though, was it? Eyes on the ball. Arm across, slightly accidental. Certainly wasn't that painful for Stanchu. There's the Saka run previous. Look how easy this is. Just fronts Beaujolais up. He wants to back off. He doesn't want to challenge him. He just goes there. Nice ball in. He could do that all day long if he's given the ball enough. Tell him to come nice and wide and feed him the ball as much as possible.
Polish. Xhaka. Gabriel. Lacazette can have a run. Polish looking warily over his shoulder. Lacazette with support from Willian. He's got a little nibble and has himself a free kick. Past the offender.
He gets his body in the way, Willian. Naive by Bart, just pushing him over. It was a foul.
It's a young defender, Alexander Barr, 23 years old, relatively recently having broken into the Danish national 11. Willian and Saka, either side of a dead ball for Arsenal. We have Xhaka at the back of a queue in the middle, a queue which also includes Gabriel, Holding, as you see, nearest to goal. Lacazette front post. Willian over it. Saka in. Gabriel didn't get real purchase.
Yeah, unfortunately, he just heads it into the ground. Always curling away from him.
As promised, there was a goal in the Villarreal game, but VAR got involved and it's given offside, so it's still 0-0.
Olympiacos. First leg of the last 16. Saka. And in by Holding, flashed across in front of Lacazette. Polish clear.
Yeah, great ball by Holding, that's all he can do. the one who cut the ball out. Him and Saka worked it well.
Holding. Can Saka catch this up? He can. It's in by Saka. It's taken by Willian. Lofted away by Barr. Sima. Olayinka. Gabriel across to engage with him. Olayinka, and Holding made good his ground. Fell on Cedric.
Yes, Ramada. Comes flying in. Never going to get there. Never getting there.
Keeps Stugswell out of the way, which might convince the referee to keep his card in his pocket and offer a last warning. There are 3 in the Slavia side who are within a yellow card of missing the second leg.
This is Holding and Saka. Little 1-2, steal the ball, and he whips it into that area. Lovely ball. This was a nice ball again through to Saka. As I said before, they're going to have a lot of the ball, him and Gabriel.
My biggest worry is that we are overusing Leno. I mean, there's a few games we could have swapped. We haven't got Matt Ryan. We haven't used him. Leno will get tied out, and that could be bad for us. That's my biggest worry as an Arsenal fan, I'll be honest. But let's see.
Gabriel.
Hopefully, I'm wrong.
Rather eventless first 25, 26 minutes. I suppose traditionally with the first leg of a 2-legged European tie. Waiting for its first moment. Maybe now. Thomas Partey. Smith Rowe alongside. Willian wide. Saka is missed out. Lacazette has it now. Alex Lacazette has sided it wide. And I can point you. We've had another little look at this. The weekend's Premier League action.
It was disappointing, wasn't it? Peter Partey works it well, but that was really disappointing for someone as experienced as Lacazette.
It's from Craven Cottage. Fulham still hanging on in there with Wolves to visit. BT Sport 1 HD from 7:30 tomorrow evening. Saturday, the regular slot, 11:30 time. Manchester City and Leeds. That's a delicious game as City close in presumably on the title. Leeds give everybody a chance. That's on 1 HD and Ultimate from 11:30. And then Sunday tea time bonus from 6:30. Sheffield United, who need snookers, have Arsenal visiting Bramall Lane. Also 1 HD and Ultimate. Holding. Flag stayed down. Saka's on his way. Bukayo Saka.
How did he miss that? Wow. Saka.
I think he was onside. I think Barr on the far side. Oh no, he should put his flag up, I think. Barr on the far side was deeper than everybody else. You can see there. Let's have a look. He's way onside. Way onside. Again, another nice ball by Holding. On his left foot. Opens the pitch up. Opens the goal up. Puts it way wide.
That is an unquestionably golden chance.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And it would have stood. Almost as if Saka would like to have seen a flag.
But this is the area, isn't it? This area here on Arsenal's right hand side behind Bozil. This side of Bozil and Zima. Saka keeps running through like that. They'll keep getting the ball and one of them will count. He's two in those right positions and put crosses in.
Bozil has a way back to Leno. Given what we have seen in the first half hour, Steve, of the goalkeeper and his uncertain distribution and the sense that he possibly feels with that mask a bit of fragility.
Yeah.
Would you not suggest to Arsenal a bit of up and Adam, have a crack at him?
You'd certainly think so, wouldn't you? Get a few shots on target. I mean, it can't be helping him, can he? He's tried to find Bojan out here a number of times and has fluffed his lines. The more pressure you put on him, the better it will be.
Saka, Lacazette, Thomas Partey. Left it behind for Lacazette, who kept it from Sancho. Smith Rowe, Willian, Cedric's gone beyond him.
That's where you missed the left-footed Tierney, don't you? That would have been whipped into the penalty area straight away. Cedric turned all the way back out and has come across this side of the pitch.
And a quick update, Man United are 1-0 up with Marcus Rashford scoring against Granada.
Bellerin, Saka, Thomas Partey, Xhaka, Lacazette, nicked away by Provod, and here's Seema. Dashing past him, Xhaka dispossessing him. Bellerin, Saka. Saka with so much width that it was a challenge gather for the keeper.
He was just trying to find Lacazette.
Well, there has been a breakthrough goal in the other game affecting the English in the Europa League, and it's been scored for Manchester United in Spain by Marcus Rashford. Granada 0, Manchester United 1. Yes. Through our partisan eyes, the dream scenario is an Arsenal-Manchester United final.
Isn't it just? Yeah, no surprise that Arsenal have taken the lead. Granada's at 9th in the La Liga. Probably expect them to go through. Let's hope they want to win the game comfortably. And Xhaka got a painful one in the back of the head.
Sure. The majority of Arsenal fans will be well across the logistics of the Europa League as it stands now, but the semi-final draw, of course, has been made. Arsenal and Manchester United have been kept apart there. Winners of this tie, the Arsenal tie, play Dinamo Zagreb or Villarreal, and it's Granada or Manchester United against Ajax or Roma. It's a facile thing to say because there's little to choose, but you would say Arsenal have the favourable side. Based at least on reputation.
Yeah, I think so.
Tottenham will tell you how good Dinamo Zagreb can be.
Only at home though. Unai Emery there, waiting in the wings possibly.
Yeah. And they're top 6.
Yeah.
Ramada.
They just need to get the job done this evening, don't they, Arsenal? And they're well on top. They've virtually haven't even ventured forward, really, have they, Slavia Prague? Arsenal a little bit more quick with the ball. Just raise the tempo a bit. They should be able to cut through this Slavia Prague defence. Handball by Zima. Slight little nudge by Lacazette.
Seems the centre-half who was suspended for Ibrox. His return is handy given the other key absentees. Little nudge from Bukayo Saka, spotted by the referee's assistant.
Yeah, that was less of a nudge actually, that one. He just made the most of it. There's no real hunger really though, Peter, to go and hunt the ball down, is there? Again, the goalkeeper tracks this pass again. It got there eventually. It's very easy for them to keep the ball at the back.
Sima. Looking for Provod. Up towards Dawley, taken up here by Olayinka. Leno's behind him.
First shot on target though. Also Slavia Prague. Olayinka just doesn't generate a lot of power. Simple enough for Leno.
Three of his goals in this year's competition have come actually from his forehead headers against Bayer Leverkusen in Nice, and as already mentioned at Rangers last month. He's a rangy runner as well, though. Starting for Arsenal for the first time since the first leg at Olympiacos. Dawley, Olayinka, by Smith Rowe, Barr. Provod, there's a good steal by Smith Rowe. Lacazette couldn't keep it from Stanchu, but Xhaka's come away with it. And now Bellerin could gallop over halfway. Saka, Slavia Prague just a little stretched. Saka to worry the fullback. Provod gave him a little push, and Arsenal have a free kick in position A1.
Yeah, he wanted it fair at first time, didn't he, Bukayo Saka? In the end, it was a foul, of course, but he's just going away from goal. The thing you would say, he's very left-footed, isn't he? He needs to come left and sometimes go right, just to be a bit more creative, a bit more dangerous in that penalty area. As you said, ideal position now. Everybody over that ball wants it.
It's a hungry queue. Lacazette is central within the mini committee. Xhaka one side of him, Willian the other. All candidates. Five-man wall plus a doorstop. It's Ramada.
Yeah, you got the short straw, Ramada. There you go.
And there's been a goal
Or Xhaka.
in Ajax game against Roma. Ajax are up 1-0 just before the half-time.
Alex Lacazette into that wall. Xhaka. Saka. Beyond holding, beyond a lot of them.
He just missed it, didn't he, Holding?
Regathered by Cedric, who's done well to lever that in. Holding's up! And so's the goalkeeper to very good effect.
He rescued it really well, Cedric.
Putting good chances, but just can't finish at the moment. What's going on?
Can't generate the power, but he does really well, Holding. Strength. Goalkeeper just tipped.
I think that was going in.
Secure, has to be safe.
Williams take. Smith Rowe. Brought away by Olayinka. Lofted forward again by Bellerin. Barr. Sima.
There's the previous cross. It's the wall, disappointing. Xhaka to Saka. As he comes in, does Holding miss it? He sort of dangles his left foot at it.
Served to sell a dummy to those behind him.
Yeah.
Flash. Still certainly the boss of the game. 3 games without a win either side of the international break. They've conceded 3 times in each of the last 2 games. Defensively, as yet this evening, barely tested. Saka's been their favourite outlet. A European campaign which for the most part has been full of goals. Played 10, won 8, drawn 1, lost 1, 27 goals. The home game here against Olympiacos, when they gave themselves a fright, was their first defeat, their first failure to score. Up until then, Arsenal had been averaging 3 goals per game.
A foul on Partey. It was accidental. Romada again is in the walls.
And 1-0 to Villarreal. Just scored. Moreno scores and gives them the lead. Just as the half time's coming up, Villarreal managed to get there with a penalty.
It's Partey, who's experience in this competition has been good. He was in the Atletico Madrid side, which knocked Arsenal out in the 2018 semi-final. Turned out to be Arsene Wenger's last European tie in charge of this famous club.
It's noticeable that they've gone long a lot Arsenal. Not interested in playing out from the back.
In by Lacazette. By Barr, forward again by Xhaka. Well kept by Smith Rowe. Now Willian. Saka. Holding. Lacazette, Saka. Vigorously met by Bourgil.
Yeah, he's just looking continually because Lacazette played the ball out and there's nobody in the penalty area. He's looking there, and once he starts having a couple of touches, he almost closes his own space down. Tries to pull it back to Smith Rowe, but it was blocked.
90 seconds out from half time. Williams' corner, Bourgil's clearance. Thomas Partey's last man back for Arsenal. Saka. Out of the reach of Willian. Back on Thomas Partey.
Yeah, Stanchu's been very quiet in the game.
Been a pretty mute
Yes,
first half.
hasn't it just? Over their home ground, mix something there. I expect more from Arsenal, better tempo. It has to come in the second half.
Hold on. There thought there'd be too much, if anything, added on. Quiet, curiously quiet at the Emirates, though for Mikel Arteta perhaps quietly promising insofar as Arsenal